When it comes to web hosting, uptime is one of the most important factors for any site owner. So, today, we're diving into a head-to-head comparison of two popular hosting providers, Scala Hosting and GreenGeeks, to answer the burning question, which one has better uptime? Stick around to the end because I'll also share a better alternative that I've personally tested, so don't miss that. First, let's talk about Scala Hosting. They boast a 99.9% uptime guarantee, which is pretty standard for the industry. In real-world scenarios, their uptime performance usually stays above 99.95%. This is pretty solid, and for most website owners, it'll definitely meet expectations. However, what stands out about Scala Hosting is their use of managed VPS hosting. While that's a perk for users who want more control, it might be a bit much if you're just looking for basic shared hosting. Next, GreenGeeks offers a similar 99.9% uptime guarantee, with most customer reports showing a slightly better track record, around 99.98%. Their use of renewable energy in their hosting operations is a great selling point for eco-conscious businesses, but when it comes to uptime specifically, GreenGeeks holds its ground well in the industry. However, one thing to note is that while they claim a superior uptime, there have been reports of occasional issues with server performance during peak traffic times, which could lead to brief downtimes. The third thing worth mentioning is how downtime impacts your site. With Scala Hosting, their uptime might be marginally higher, but this is mostly based on reports, as they don't have the best real-time monitoring tools accessible to the public. Meanwhile, GreenGeeks has a proactive approach with monitoring and server diagnostics, which means they're usually on top of any downtime incidents quickly. However, a few customers have reported delays in response times when it comes to server issues. The fourth thing to consider is customer support. Scala Hosting has been praised for their quick response time, especially with their managed VPS services. They are available 24/7, and response times are typically under 10 minutes. However, their customer service isn't perfect. They've had a few reports where their team wasn't able to resolve issues as quickly as expected. GreenGeeks, on the other hand, has generally strong customer service. However, while they're fast, some users have mentioned that their troubleshooting approach can be a bit formulaic, leading to slower resolutions at times. Now, let's talk pricing. Scala Hosting is often considered a great value, especially for their VPS options. But for a website owner just getting started, the higher-end plans might not be necessary unless you're planning for serious traffic growth. GreenGeeks is known for being affordable, and while they do offer good value, their prices are slightly higher compared to some competitors, considering the feature set. The last thing to consider is scalability. Scala Hosting offers a lot more flexibility in terms of custom configurations, especially for those who need more control. If you want to expand your hosting as your website grows, Scala makes it easy to scale up. GreenGeeks, while solid, is more of a set-it-and-forget-it option, which could limit you as your website scales. Both Scala Hosting and GreenGeeks are solid providers with very similar uptime performance, but with different strengths and weaknesses depending on your needs. That being said, after testing both myself, I believe there's an even better alternative out there for the goal of maximum uptime and reliability. If you want the best uptime and superior hosting services for your site, check out the free trial offered in the first link in the description. By using our link, you'll get the best free trial and exclusive benefits that are only available to our viewers. Ultimately, both services are great, but if uptime is your absolute priority, I recommend giving the alternative a shot.